Good morning. It is the 7th and final day of a week on Farm Foods Frozen Foods. Basil's livid about the idea. I have something actually breakfast themed. Food isn't themed. For my breakfast, so let's not waste any time and let's get it. Why do you do this to me? Ugh. Are you going to come here and have some fuss then? Yeah? Okay. Bit of an interesting one for breakfast this morning. It's a steam fresh sausage and bean casserole. Smoked pork sausage, beans and potato wedges, and a herb, tomato and vegetable sauce. Serves one. Okay, this sounds fine. This sounds interesting. This sounds unique. Fried potato wedges make up 20% of this. There's kidney beans and starch. Okay, that's fine. We can live with that. 8.8 grams of salt in... oh, God. In what? Oh, in 100 grams. But how much is a portion? I hear you ask. A lot more than that, I imagine. So, yes, I'm going to get this in a steam bag and we'll get it cooked. Okay. Okay, so it's done. And look at that. That looks... Those beans look like little pills. What is this? This is a bag of mush and pills. Oh, and there's a lot in there too. I thought this was going to be a good one, but I suppose we should try it. It doesn't smell very nice.
It smells very vegetable-y.
Yeah. Okay, so the sausage is nice. Not tons of flavour in there. Salt mainly. Wedges are wedges. Look how white these beans are. That's bizarre.
Do you like it?
No. It's just tomatoey and salty. And that was the only piece of sausage that I can find actually. Oh my god. Oh, this is not good. Not good. That breakfast was crap. Probably the worst breakfast I've had this week. Honestly, it was just bland and salty, and there was way too much of it considering it said it was for one person. Ridiculous. Honestly, ridiculous. I've got this. This is not from Farm Foods. However, I need to drown my sorrows in iron brew. Good lord, that was awful. I need an early lunch because I didn't eat most of my breakfast because it was so horrible. So, let's see what I've got. Scottish favourites from Strathmore. What could be a Scottish favourite dish? Could it be haggis, maybe? Macaroni cheese, because of course it is. Those Scots and their macaroni cheese, they can't get enough of it. I mean, they're trying to build a wall between here and England because they can't stop us from trying to get their beloved mac and cheese. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, it's very orange. Right, yeah, 7 minutes in the microwave apparently. Let's get it did. Not even an iron brew extra can fix today. I mean, the mac and cheese was fine. It was fine. It was obviously salty. It was very gloopy. It tasted a bit cheesy. It wasn't awful. But it's just my mood is sour. Do you know what I need to do with the sour mood? Is have a second iron brew. This'll sort me out. I'm addicted. I'm sorry, I'm addicted. I'm not addicted to Farm Foods meals though. Some of it actually is delicious. That's not fair for me to say. But some of it is not. But then again, for the price it is, you cannot expect it to be amazing. The food is so cheap. And I know I'm going to get people commenting this week saying that I'm making fun of poor people, which is ridiculous. I'm making fun of the food because it's just, some of it's weird. Mac and cheese pies, mac and cheese pizza, mac and cheese. There's a theme. There is definitely a theme. But what I'm going to have to do is hope that my last meal of the week can save the day. Save the week. And the day, I suppose. And I'm secretly looking forward to it. It's not so much a meal, more a buffet for one. But first I'm going to the gym because I feel the need to sweat out some of this salt that's circulating through my system and slowly killing me. So, you'll probably see a shot of that. And then it'll be dinner. The final meal of the week. Interesting times ahead. I'm actually really looking forward to dinner, so please don't let me down. For my dinner this evening, I decided to go out with a bang. Introducing a 70-piece Indian platter from LA Diner, because when I think Indian platter, I think LA Diner. And this is a family pack with bhajis, pakoras and samosas. Looks bloody lovely. None of this dip. I'm going to have to use something else. I'm going to have to improvise. Anyway, so I'm actually looking forward to this. Onion bhajis, spiced onion blended with gram flour and individually frozen. Yeah, okay. Vegetable pakora, mixed vegetables, and vegetable samosa, mixed vegetables. So a lot of veggies. Oh dear, it's going to be me. This is literally my entire meal. I think I've gone wrong somewhere. I'll have to see what else I can dig out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Not going to do all 70 pieces. Do you want some of this?
No, thank you.
No? Basil, do you want some? No, he says no too. Right, let's get it in the oven. I've just remembered I bought an item too many. So, hash browns with bacon. Hash browns with bacon. I mean, normally you have hash browns and you have bacon, but this is hash browns with bacon inside. Yeah. This is not a drill. These things look like tater tots. I've never seen anything resembling this in the UK, so I'm even more excited than I was before. There we go, a meal fit for a king. A very, very fat, ill king. Let's get it in the oven. Oh my god, look at Grace's fresh chicken. Fresh chicken! It looks and smells amazing. I mean, I'm not saying that mine doesn't, but it's, you know, it's doing its thing. Actually, it smells lovely, so I'm not jealous at all. I don't know. What does a plate of food look like for somebody who's disorganised? This! So we have bhajis, we have tater tot barrel hash brown things, we have samosas, and we have bhajis. Did I say bhajis? One's bhajis and one's pakoras anyway. So I'm going to try these, because they look good. They're salty, but they're a good salty. A bacon smoky salty. Let's try this. Got no idea what it is. That's the onion bhaji. I'm not sure what that is in there. A real heavy hint of some sort of spice. Garam masala maybe? I don't know. Let's try this one. I assume this one will be the pakora. Loads of veggies in there. Yeah, big spinachy, maybe a broccoli flavour, I don't know. And these, the samosa. Again, loaded with veggies. Grace is eating loudly in the background, her chicken. Yeah, this is a plain plate of food, and this isn't from Farm Foods, but I'm going to drizzle it with peri peri mayonnaise. Can't even speak, I'm so excited. So, there you go. The last meal, an Indian buffet with bacon and hash browns. Ugh. Right then. That was the final day of a week on Farm Foods. My breakfast was probably one of the worst things I've had, without a doubt. My lunch was standard mac and cheese. It was alright. Kind of wish it had been in a pastry case, but there we go. Or on a pizza, that'd have been better. And then my dinner was my Indian selection and my tater tots with bacon, although they were called hash browns. But anyway, they were lovely. They were lovely. And the Indian selection was pretty good. I would probably liked a bit of meat in there somewhere. Maybe, you know, lamb in the samosas maybe. But that would have probably driven up the price. But anyway, it was all really nice, and I would have it again. Didn't have all 70 bits, so maybe I could have it again. So. I've been waking up all week gasping, basically, because I don't want to drink too much before I go to bed because I need to pee in the middle of the night. So I've just kind of been thinking I'll have the salt hangover in the morning, and yeah, I shouldn't have really. It's going to be killing my liver. Oh well, what am I going to do? I suppose it all depends on what the scales say in the morning, doesn't it? So nothing much left for me to do other than sleep on it, get up, see what the scales say, then I'll do my final conclusion. But as for day 7, yeah, I'd say it ended strongly, even if it didn't start strongly. But I'll decide how I feel overall after the weigh-in. I honestly don't want to think about this because I've had so much salt over the past week, but 13.2.4 was the starting weight, and you know what? I'm going to take that as a win. That's a win, considering my water weight is going to be ridiculous. Well, there we go. That was a week on Farmfoods Frozen Foods. Great. On the last day, I managed to be able to say it in one go. And it was a very interesting week. And by very interesting, I mean... I don't want to say it's awful, because it wasn't. There was some stuff in there that wasn't pleasant. Pretty much every day had a bit of a stinker, starting with kebab meat on day 1, and then my very questionable breakfast on day 7. But you know, what you gonna do? This stuff is dirt cheap. It is so cheap. And I'm not at all complaining about poor people, as people are going to be putting in the comments, because that's exactly what they put in my week on Iceland food. I'm making fun of the food, which I think is loaded with salt. Some of it has flavour, but salt doesn't equal flavour. Salt enhances flavour. Salt shouldn't be the flavour. So if there's something that they can do just to tweak some recipes to make them less salty, I think it would be all the better for it. Just, you know, use a bit more spices, a bit more herb, you know, just something to up the flavour factor without upping the risk of liver disease and things like that. But, you know, there were some really nice things in there. I'm not going to say that there wasn't, because there was some, like, mac and cheese pizza. Who'd have thought? I thought that was going to be dreadful. It was actually really, really nice. And, like, the little swirly potatoes and the schnitzel. There was some really, really good stuff in there. So, yeah, I would definitely continue to get stuff, but I would be selective. Like, less ready meals, basically. And there are normal things if you want to get them. There are bog standard chicken nuggets. There's chicken breasts. There are joints of meat before you say anything. There are loads of different styles of potato. There's loads of veg. So there are normal things which I could have easily included in this week on, but I didn't want to just be boring and have the same sort of stuff and me going, oh, you know what? That's fine, because I'm sure you can't screw up frozen veg. You can't screw up chicken. I mean, you can pump it with water and chlorine, apparently, if you're America. Oh, God, we've left the EU and we're going to get chlorinated chicken. So, yes, it was a very interesting week. It's fine. It was fine. It was very, very cheap. And I would continue to shop there for stuff. I mean, it's really out of the way, so it's not convenient to go to Farm Foods for me whatsoever. But if it was down the road, then yeah, I would go and I would be quite happy doing so. I just wouldn't get kebab meat and chips. I would just get lots of mac and cheese pizza. But you know, it was good. It was fun. I only gained 0.2 of a pound. I thought with the water retention from all the salt, I was going to be about 3 stone heavier. So it's good news. That'll only take a couple of days to work its way out of my system, and hopefully I'll be back on track. So there we go. Thank you very, very much for tuning in for this week on. If you want to support the show on Patreon, it really, really does help. All the links are in the description. Check it out, and I will be forever grateful, and you'll get your name in the credits, and you get to see my videos early and things like that. Or if you don't want to do that, then please do subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Please share it. Please show your mum. I don't know. It's up to you. You know, whatever. But thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you on the next week on, or an infomercialism, or whatever I choose to do next.